In my last video, I talked about, is it ever too late to teach reading to our individuals with Down syndrome? And I said no, but I didn't elaborate. Well, today I'd like to tell you a story about never too late. So the oldest incoming student I ever had was 33. His name was Blair. He's a prince of a guy. He had not only Down syndrome, but he is also legally blind. One eye is completely blind and the other is very compromised. So he had gotten to age 33 without learning to read for a number of reasons, but vision being one of them. So how did we learn to read? I worked on a massive whiteboard and using markers, big letters, and Blair and I would walk sideways across the room reading the sentence. So one thing we want to remember if we're working with visually impaired students is they need to learn to read with very large type, but eventually, as far as reading in a book, they can read with much smaller type. Not tiny type, but much smaller than initially. So after I'd been teaching Blair for a while and he was really starting to catch on and he was able to read my reading books from my reading program, the type is about 32 point. His mother told me one day, she said, over the weekend, Blair sat and read that book to his little nieces and nephews, and I sat there crying. I never thought it would happen. So that's one story, and I have a whole bunch of other stories about teenagers who also came in a little bit too late. Not too late. All right, that's it for today. Talk to you in the next story.